Hey, and welcome. We're a minute behind schedule, so I hope I haven't thrown any of you off. Welcome to tonight's Tarot Insights. It's going to be the week of April 1st through April 7th, 2019. And I am excited to be here. Hey, Leah and Shayna and Ron. Good to see you guys. We have a winner this week, which is Daniel, his name is. He won the Soul Energy map. Heidi and Danielle and Raven, good to see you. Carla, oh, a bunch of you have come on. All right. Well, I'll tell you, oh, hey, Jesse, I had an amazing weekend this weekend. Hey, let's see, Lauren and Pam, good to see you all. I had an amazing weekend. We had an empath conference, and so it was all a bunch of people that had the qualities of an empath, which is someone who can feel or sense other people's emotions and other people's physical things and things like that. And it was just an amazing weekend. I did 20 readings as well as giving a 3-hour talk about with empath tools. It was just amazing. But if I look a little disheveled, it's because this weekend I did 20 half-hour readings and a 3-hour talk. So just FYI. Now, oh, happy birthday. Yes, it is my husband's birthday. So happy birthday. Oh, Andy's here too. Hey, Andy, good to see you. Now, I have a little treat for you. Because I was at this awesome weekend and it was raining when I came home, I haven't unpacked the car yet. And so I don't have my regular deck of cards that I use. Now, every once in a while, I have to change decks, right? Because they just get worn out. For example, I don't know if you can see these, but if you know a regular deck of cards, they're usually darker. And the pictures here, to give you an example, the pictures, like you've seen me show the pictures, you can tell this is a well-worn deck, right? This is really well-worn. Oh, we have some more people coming in. So we have Regina and Jerry Lynn and Kathy. I think I caught everybody else. So anyway, this was my first deck. And I keep it in this very pretty box that I got, I forget where. I got this pretty box. Might have been a family gave it to me. I don't remember. But anyway, I keep it in this box. And I thought, oh, man, I don't have my regular deck. And I pulled this out. And so this is what I'm going to do the readings with, my very first deck. So anyway, I'm going to be very gentle with them because I use them until they basically almost fell apart. So we're going to be very gentle. It's kind of like working with an antique, because I don't know if you guys know, but I started doing this professionally 28 years ago. So these cards are over 28 years old. All right. So let's get started. All right. So April 1st, April Fool's Day. Let's see what the energy is going to be like. Well, now again, these are really faded, so they're kind of hard to see, but this is the 7 of Cups upside down. And so April Fool's Day is going to be a day where you may find that there's just too many options going on. There's just too many pranks you can play, right? Or just too many things going on. And so you may need to really narrow your focus. Narrow your focus a little bit, because you're going, so that you're not distracted. So you're not looking at all of the crazy things going on. Let's see what the energy is for the 2nd. So Tuesday, the 2nd. This is Strength card. If I had another deck, I could show you the comparison. These are so faded. It's just so funny. So this is the Strength. So Tuesday is a day where you're going to be working on balance. Oh, Ron, thanks. And Jada and Jerry Lynn. So Tuesday's a day we're going to be working on balance. And Tuesday's a day where you may have to, in order to create balance, do something or instigate something, start something that may take you out of balance for a short time, but then give you balance for a long time. Like, what could that be? You ever notice how sometimes teaching someone how to do something takes longer than doing it yourself? But if you teach them once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, because some of us are slow, it takes us a while to learn, that they can then help us. And yes, it takes us more time in the beginning to teach them how to help us. But once we've taught them, So it may take us out of balance in the short term, but in the long term, we have their help, right? So on Tuesday, just be aware that you may be called to start something that may originally take you out of balance, but it's for bringing balance to you in the long run. Changing a job. Maybe a job is out of balance. And at first it may be like, oh, I don't want to go look for another job. I have so much on my plate. But if you take the time, you'll end up being benefited later. So Tuesday's a day where you may choose something that will bring you into balance, but don't be afraid if it takes you out of balance for a little bit. And hello, Laura, Marty, Janice, Tracy, Jeanette, and Joyce. Good to see you all joining us. So what about Wednesday? Wednesday is the devil upside down. So this does not mean no, it doesn't mean you're never going to hell. Wednesday is a day where you're going to not be tied up anymore. You're going to be able to see clearly, because one of the things that this card represents is us not being able to see clearly. And so since it's upside down, it means the opposite of that. It's a freedom of restrictions, and it's a freedom of incorrect sight. Actually, the Hebrew letter for this is ayin, which is sight. So let's see what we have for Thursday. So far, so good. I don't want to jinx it, but what do we got coming for Thursday? Thursday is a day where we're not going to want to do a lot, but we're also going to refuse to take on someone else's karma. Thursday, you're going to be like, hey, that's your stuff. Hey, Janet, glad you could join us. Thursday, it's going to be like, hey, that's your stuff, not my stuff. And so this is a day where you're not going to take on other people's karma. There's a myth that goes with the myth deck. It's a really cool deck. It's Greek mythology, and it's a tarot deck, it's a traditional tarot deck. But the 10 of Wands in that card, when it's right side up, it represents a hero coming back from the hero's journey who gets overwhelmed by the responsibilities, because they're the hero. They're out to go fix things. They're not a maintenance person. You know, some of us are ideas people. Some of us are make it happen people. The ideas person is usually not the person to follow through, right? So that right side up, this is saying, oh, I'm taking on responsibility. I'm taking on things that are too much. But this is upside down. So Thursday, we're going to say, you know what? I'm the ideas person, you're the make it happen person. Or you know what, don't look to me for ideas, I'm the make it happen person. Where you really recognize what you do well and you take on that. Hey, we have Dolly came in, Jeannie and Linda. Good to see you. All right, or Jean, sorry. I added an I to your name. All right, so that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's see about Friday. Oh my goodness, this card is actually scotch taped. I don't know if you can tell that, but the top must have fallen off. It's scotch taped. So we have the Emperor on Friday. This is the get her done. This is the I'm going to get to my things to do list, and I'm going to get through some of it. Right? We never get through all of our things to do list, but this is Friday. Friday's a great get her done day. It's also a manifesting day, motivation day. And so if you've been feeling unmotivated, or if someone you love has been feeling unmotivated, you may find Friday's a great day to have a pep talk, right? Friday's a day to get your mojo back. Let's see about the weekend. Oh, I love this card. This is the card of happy childhood. This is the card of karmic experiences. Hey, Mary Beth, glad you could join us. It's hard to tell because it's so faded, but there's this black and white version back here that's not colored in. And that to me represents past life experiences. And so Saturday, if you've always said, I don't know why I'm drawn to Chinese art, then Saturday, go to the museum and look at Chinese art. You know, this is a day to enjoy some of our past life experiences. And so if you have that, I don't know why I like that, but I do, it's a great day to explore it. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. So Saturday is a day of childlike wonder, playfulness, but also past life stuff. So if you meet people and you feel connected, could be, especially on Saturday, past life connection. On Sunday, we had to have one bummer card, right? So we get it on Sunday. Well, at least we get the whole rest of the week looking good. Hey, Deb, glad you could join us. So Sunday is a card where we may be finding our emotions are running high, we're feeling kind of cranky, and so forth. So let's do a quick review, right? On Monday, too many choices. You may need to narrow down the choices and focus. Tuesday is a day of balance. Don't worry if it takes you out of balance for a short time, if it's going to give you long-term balance. Wednesday is a day where we see clearly. We don't have the wool pulled over our eyes. We're not feeling restricted. It's a day of freedom. Thursday is a day where we're saying, I am not taking on your stuff. Are you sure that's not today? I don't remember what the energy was for today from last week. But anyway, it has been a little emotional. So anyway, Thursday is a day of you're not taking on other people's responsibilities. Friday's motivation, get her done, make a list, a lot of time for action. Saturday is go play, maybe some past life things happening. And Sunday is a day where it's important to take care of your emotions. You don't have to pretend to be happy on Sunday. If you know people where you have to pretend to be something you're not, do not have them in your life on Sunday. All right? It's the I am going to be true to my emotions day. All right, so let's see what the message is for the week. Just bear with me. Okay, so the picture I'm getting is this like cattle charge. It's a weird picture, but anyway, a picture of all these charging cattle and this little lamb just kind of being in the middle, this little lamb. And the cows are coming, and I'm thinking in my vision, oh my gosh, they're going to trample the little lamb, but they don't. The little lamb is so small that the cows just kind of go over and around the lamb. So what does this mean? Sometimes we think that life is so big, it's just going to trample us. But sometimes we have to put it in perspective. We are one little cog in the wheel. Yes, we're important, and yes, we're children of God, and yes, we're fabulous, fine, right? But in another way, we're just a little cog. Sometimes there can be a lot of stuff going on in the world, and we really have to look at, does it really affect me? What is the effect? Is this going to trample me? Am I really that important in this particular issue? In other issues, you are the most important person in the planet, but it's showing in this next week there may be some big things happening around you. Hey Nancy, hey Gigi, there may be some big things, but it just may not affect you. And so don't panic if you see some big things coming, because you may find that in your place you're not affected. All righty, okay, so that's the reading for the week. Now, if you enter the contest, how do you enter the contest? You share this post. You are entered to win a free soul energy map. What is that? It's a symbolic representation of your soul energy. Here's one that I did recently. Actually my niece Jessie said, have you tried these gel crayons? So I went out and bought a pack, and they're really cool. They just take a long time to dry. But anyway, this is one done, and the spiral, nope, the grass isn't. Just this spiral is done in the gel crayons. Yes, it's not all about you, Gigi. And we have to remember that sometimes, right? It's not all about us. In the class today, when we were talking about empaths, that was one of the other messages. It's not all about us. And so this is another one. This is one of our Star Child ones. This is another one where someone had beautiful golden energy. So these are soul energy maps. They're basically these symbolic representations of your soul vibration, and the message is what your soul wants you to hear. So if you would like a soul energy map and you want to try to win it, great, share this post. If you want to just get one and not have to worry about winning it, go on to my website under the store and order a soul energy map. They're $78. All right, well, thank you very much and have a fabulous week. Bye-bye, everyone.